One of the biggest question marks over racing drivers is, are they athletes? And I am here today to debunk that. I am here with Jim Leo of PitFit Training in Indianapolis. Jim, very happy to have you on the show. Not only that, let's talk about what you're doing with PitFit and how you got started in driver fitness.
Started around 20 years ago working for Roger Penske in a corporate wellness program, and I, as a young physiologist, wanted to work with his IndyCar team. He said go for it, and it began my foray into this field that is basically I've never looked back.
Wow. So starting with Roger, you're starting at the top. I have to say, as a racing driver myself, that I've played many other sports, and racing ranks up there with the absolute toughest to compete in. The physical on the body, take me through what a driver goes through and take me through how you train for that.
IndyCar, the road to Indy, is the most physical because you have high levels of grip, you don't have power steering, and the races can be as long as 2+ hours, in the case of the 500, 3 hours. So all of these components thrown in together make for a very physical event. The heart rates are hovering in the 160s, 170s. Lightning fast reactions are needed to avoid other cars. The muscles needed on the neck and the shoulders and the core to withstand the load of the G-forces and the turning of the car are very, very high. And there's really no other series that can encapsulate what you go through with IndyCar.
For sure. I couldn't agree that more. I mean, I've been on the road to Indy for a while, and those cars are pretty physical, so I can only imagine what the drivers are facing in IndyCar. Take me through the process of a driver like myself on the road to Indy coming into the gym. Obviously, they get a driver evaluation, so that's kind of your day to figure out where your baseline is. And then what is the turnkey process that they'll experience here at PitFit?
Once we take them through the evaluation, that gives us an idea of their weaknesses and their strengths. We look at what series they're in. We can determine whether this driver needs to get stronger, the reactions aren't quite where they need to be. We can compare all that data. We've had so many drivers run through the evaluation. We can show them that this is what drivers in your category are doing. This is what the drivers in the category above you are doing. And our objective has always been, we're not training you for the series you're in, we're training you for the next level. Let's say you're running in an Indy Lights car and you get an IndyCar test. We prepare you for the IndyCar test while you're driving Indy Lights. The last thing you want to do is get that call up at the last second and go out for a test and then not be able to complete the test at your peak level because your physical fitness wasn't there. So we prepare every driver for the next level up, and so therefore we've had a lot of drivers who move up the ladder. But when they first come in, they all go through the evaluation. We set them up on their programs, and based on our experience with drivers, then we'll modify that program to fit their needs. And that's, it sounds very simplistic, and from our standpoint, it is very simple. From the outside looking in, though, and once you get on the inside and see what goes into the training and the programming, it's very elaborate the way it's set up.
Well, perfect. Without further ado, let's get me trained up for IndyCar.